Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy JB Rozo. You tuning in right now to Platinum Wealth's podcast. Here we like to talk about our journey to our self-development. I got my girl TT.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl, real pretty TT in the motherfucking building.
Got my brother.
Bro, it's peace. Solo's record. How y'all doing?
Yes, sir. We got King Jeezy up in here.
Yes, sir. Salute. Much love to everybody.
Hey, man, how y'all feeling today?
Feeling good.
Y'all wanna say y'all wanna go first? I mean, I'm feeling better than I was yesterday, so.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm feeling better.
You feeling better, bro?
Yeah.
I'm feeling great. I feel like not to give me chances just to do that. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, man. I'm good. Just driving. I'm here. Good. I'm here.
Period.
Yes, sir, man. So what's today's word of affirmation? I'll start. For me, I am strong.
It's going to always be the same for me. I am enough.
100%, bro.
I'm focused.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, we gotta speak like that.
What you think?
I am successful in
There we
everything
go.
I do. That's what I'm gonna say.
I love that. That's a good one. Hey.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Man, today's podcast episode is about discipline. Being disciplined to pursue your purpose. So, I want to start by saying, man, how do y'all feel? Like, where are y'all at as far as that discipline in life? Like, do y'all feel that y'all have a good, like, level of discipline right now? Y'all pretty solid in that?
Yeah, not at all. I probably can't get nobody back from discipline because.
I'm not gonna lie. I did just stop smoking like vapes and shit recently. It's been a month with no nicotine. So I feel like I'm doing okay when it comes to discipline. I'm not no fucking professional though, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working
I'm
progress.
just starting small for real.
Hey, that's good, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Me personally, I feel like I was disciplined. I feel like I've kind of fell off over these past two months. I would say I kind of like haven't been like my best self with this version of myself, but I've been like working toward getting myself back together over these past few weeks.
Nah, that's real, bro. I mean, just to kind of like add to what you were saying, for me, is like, I feel like there's a point in my life a few years ago, pretty much when I first met you, when we was on the promotional team, I feel like I was a lot more disciplined then. That was during the time I was going like 6 months with no sex and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was a period of my time, a period of my life when I was the most disciplined. So right now, I feel like I'm just trying to piece my life back together and get back to, you know, that level of discipline I had back then. You know, so speaking of discipline, y'all, like, what does discipline mean to y'all? Like, when you hear discipline, I ain't gonna lie, when you hear discipline, man, it sounds so militant. It sounds like a harsh ass word. Like, as soon as you hear discipline, you just like, ooh, boring.
I feel like sometimes discipline does have a negative connotation, but I feel like if you're looking at it from an adult standpoint rather than, I feel like if you're looking at it, whether you're being disciplined rather than being reprimanded, is that the word I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As discipline? I don't know.
Saying
Y'all get what I'm trying to
No, I
fucking
get
say
what
though.
you're
Yeah,
saying.
like,
Because
Like, you're
it all-
disciplining yourself versus somebody
yeah,
trying to discipline
versus
you.
yeah, for sure. That's exactly. He said exactly what the fuck I wanted to say. But yeah, I feel like it does have a negative connotation to it depending on how it's being, used. But
Yeah.
I feel like discipline is very good. It's something that everybody needs in this world. I feel like a lot of people don't have discipline. That's why the world is going to shit, honestly. So yeah, that's how I feel about it.
That's real. Nah, I mean, I agree. Like, definitely, it has like a negative connotation automatically when you hear it. Like, you want to do like what's fun in life. You want to like, live like the easier side of life and everything. But when you hear discipline, you just hear like a hard stop in what the fuck you want to do in life. it seemed like everything just comes in all actuality. What it is reality hitting your ass. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? No, you really need to buckle down and like get on shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, discipline means taking the time and being consistent in what you're actually looking to do. You know, whatever it is, like sitting down and doing it, no matter what. Like, you know,
Yeah, making it into a habit.
intentionally, like actually doing it and seeing it through.
Yeah. Kind of even like piggybacking off of what I said. I think that was the last episode we did where, you know, everybody, like whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you know what you gotta do. Everyone knows what they have to do to get where they want to go. Like it's a little like it's gonna be a fight for everything, but like that's that bottom line. That's what discipline is. Like sometimes you know if you've been outside too much, you partying too much, you spending too much money, so you're not budgeting right. Like certain shit, you just know you doing the wrong shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that's more of like what discipline is. Like really just whooping your own ass.
pretty much.
That's funny.
Nah, bro, I really feel like discipline kind of it's to conform your life.
Yeah.
It's to give you structure. It's to make you feel like, okay, you have direction, and you're not all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Never met a rich nigga who ain't have this shit in order.
Exactly.
I met a lot of niggas who just got a lot of money. And, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like an actual wealthy person, you never seen it with their life all over the place.
key word, wealth.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I said, there are a lot of rich slaves out here. Just because you got $1 million paycheck, if you still living from paycheck to paycheck, it's $1 million, but it's still you're a paycheck. Like
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So
Still poor man's mentality, man.
yeah.
I mean, that's what this podcast is all about, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like platinum wealth. Platinum wealth ain't just like platinum, like wealth of money. You know what I'm saying? Or wealth is pretty much wealth of knowledge. I mean, wealth of spirituality, wealth of physical. You know what I'm saying? Being strong. Wealth of like your mental. Damn, little bug trap fly on my face, boy. I had to smack that nigga, man.
Y'all, I had a bug fly on my nose the other day. That shit was so fucking embarrassing. I was sick.
That's
Yeah, right.
That'd be the worst.
Yeah,
like,
that shit pissed me off.
Everybody see that shit
Especially
too?
when they catch you when you inhaling, so they flying up your nose while you
Go
inhaling.
all the way fucking up there.
I'm like, bro, like,
No reason
get
for me
away,
to do
bro.
that shit. Come on.
Then it's like you trying so hard not to stick your finger up there to
Bro,
get it
like,
out.
bro, like,
Damn.
yo, struggling, man.
Platinum wealth.
People were looking around, like, looking at you like you crazy, like, nigga, I don't know.
It's like, damn, that nigga really flew up there. Dog.
Yeah, that
Funny,
shit
everybody.
was sick.
But I mean, that's just what platinum wealth is all about. You know what I'm saying? Is physical, mental, spiritual, and and financial. You know, everything. So that's what wealth is being wealthy in all areas of your life. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like what gets you to that wealthy, level in those areas is discipline. You need discipline in each and every single area that I listed in their own way. Like if you want to be financially wealthy, you got to be disciplined with your money. Man, my pops told me, my dad taught me when I was young that like, you either tell your money where it's gonna go or it's gonna tell you where it's been.
No, facts.
So
That's some real shit.
can we talk about the weekend storms?
What that mean?
Meaning Friday, it's a calm before the storm. Saturday and Sunday, it's a storm. Monday, you're like, damn, where'd all that money go?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Especially in Atlanta. Shit, that shit happen during the week. Fucking around.
I tell y'all, bro, like we got this little running joke that like you can't go outside without having to spend $200.
Right.
Yeah,
$100 deposit, nigga. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I literally learned that shit the hard way. First time I heard, bro.
hey, boy, if he came back to the crib like, I'm never going back out.
Bro,
Bro,
I was not trying to go
I tell
outside.
people like I'm not going outside unless it's free. Like first of all,
Exactly.
I bring the vibes. I am the party. You
God.
let me in this bitch, like for real.
Stop playing.
I don't even be doing that. Like, what did I really spend $200 on? I did
Where did
nothing.
it go? It happened so fast.
Yeah,
Like,
wait.
I feel like everything is expensive, and then gratuity be adding on to it. So it's just like
It'd be quick to add
there you go,
that.
that
Slap
shit in
that
there.
shit on that.
Yeah.
That's some shit out.
And then the service don't even be good enough for fucking gratuity. Like,
At all.
y'all got horrible fucking service, but okay.
Ain't come out refill my water or anything. Like,
Right.
I see ice in my damn cup.
I done dispute this shit.
Not just
They're like, what am I paying for?
Exactly, bro. So speaking of the weekend storm, like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like we all can agree that we're in a space where, like, you know, we can kind of like just improve on that, you know what I'm saying? And I'll just at least speak for myself. Like, I feel like, man, weekend storm, like, we will at least go into the weekend like, okay, I ain't gonna spend over this. And for me, what happened is things keep coming up, like opportunities, however you want to look at it. Like, okay, we can do this. I can finesse this a little bit. I can make this type of arrangement. So I can do this. Like, it's just things I didn't anticipate happening coming up, and it's like I'm making an accommodation throughout the weekend. Before I know it, Monday comes, it's just like, ooh, went way over my budget, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like that's the thing. Like, if you already know that you got bills due, don't fucking what's the
Rent week, you cannot go out doing
like don't be out there doing shit that you know. And me, I do live for the plot, so this might be a little contradicting, but I feel like you're not a real ass bitch if you don't be contradicting yourself, like, for real. Anyway, don't be going out doing shit that you know in the end you gonna be like scraping around, whether it's like spending your money or just like your time, your effort, like all of that shit. Like, don't go out and do things that's going to push you back in the end, because you got a goal that you're working towards. So, like,
I think that's a behavior, honestly. Like, I feel like even when you point, when he was saying that it doesn't matter if you have $1 million check every single time. Like, if you got that behavior of, like, you know, spending your money, how did you say it again? He was like, you spend the money when you, instead of paying your bills. How did you say it again?
yeah, like, don't go do anything in the end you know that you have shit to take care of. Like, don't plan to go out Sunday night knowing you got to get up at 7 a.m. Monday morning. Like, it just don't make sense. First of all, you're going to be tired. And second of all, you spending your money, you might got a bill due on fucking Wednesday. Now you can't pay it. You feel me? Like, I feel like there's this girl. I don't think I follow her, but her reels come up a lot of times. Maybe I should follow her. But it was just like she turned planning into a habit. So now she plans to plan type shit, if that makes sense. So it's like planning is in her everyday routine, so that way she can be prepared for what's coming up next. And I feel like that's something that I definitely want to get into. Like, I've been trying to plan more, but I don't like consistently plan. Like, I make to-do lists, but then they end up fucking rolling over. Like, I need to actually do the shit on my to-do list. Like,
Now, I feel like having a list, having objectives that you want to like work towards in life, and checking them off, you know, one by one. I feel like that builds momentum, that builds confidence, and be like, that's where the discipline comes in. Like, okay, like, I said I'm going to do this for myself. I'm going to sit down and make sure that this is either taken care of or accomplished. Like, you know, for me on my wall, what I've been starting to do, and I'm a, you know, upgrade over time. Right now, I'm just writing this down on a piece of paper with a pen. But on my wall, right by my desk, I have how much money I'm gonna make in Lyft this week. On this day, I'm making, you know, $85. On this day, I'm making $200. And it's like, at the end, I kind of said this in the previous podcast with y'all. But like I say that, like, you have made this, you know what I'm saying? Not that I will make this, like, I already made this, you know what I'm saying?
so your manifestation list.
Exactly.
That's what that is.
Exactly that. So, like, during the time I'm actually driving, I'm working on having the discipline at that moment to make sure I stick it all the way through, to make sure that I actually make that amount of money each day that it's set for. So, I mean, I kind of say that it's starting out right now on a piece of paper and pen. You know what I'm saying? Look kind of tacky, my handwriting look like chicken scratch, but like it's gonna be upgraded to, like, you know, a whiteboard. You know, and I'm gonna have a calendar there as well. So a calendar on top of the whiteboard. At the bottom of the calendar will be where I have planned for the whole month. And then the whiteboard is gonna be more of a day-to-day, weekly task. You know, of the overall goal of the calendar. Probably gonna be more day-to-day. I think weekly would be what the calendar would fall under. So. But yeah, I really feel that, like, when I was going to the point of it being a behavior, like I feel that during the time when the weekend storm about to happen, and you know you got shit to do, you know you only supposed to spend a certain amount, and then like it's like you think that you're not gonna do that, and I mean I can at least just speak for myself. Like you think that you're not gonna do something, and like, oh, I got this under control, and knowing that you really like taking a risk, and then you know how shit gonna turn out. The weekend storm come, and then you looking crazy on Monday, like, oh shit, now shit gonna be tough for the next couple weeks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that behavior, you can carry that to making millions of dollars. It don't matter how much money you make, it's gonna be there, and so you're gonna still be making the same mistakes. So I feel like having the discipline now, working towards better habits in life, again, will increase the wealth financially. It's gonna it's just basically having better habits in life, you know.
So do y'all feel like discipline and motivation are the same thing, or are they two completely different things?
Two completely
different.
I think two completely different things. I think with motivation, that's like,
I think. So they can work hand in hand.
They can work hand in hand. I think motivation is what fuels discipline. Without motivation, discipline is extremely hard and tough. But when you have motivation and like you feel energetic and pumped to do something, it's gonna be a lot easier to have that discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like, okay, I can't touch, you know what I'm saying, this $5,000, because this $5,000 is going towards me putting it down on a house. The motivation is the house. I know I can't touch this. I'm being disciplined with this money because that motivation of getting a house is so much sweeter. It's gonna feel so good to be in my own house, you know? So, yeah, that's my thoughts on like motivation and discipline. How about y'all?
Yeah, I think you kind of hit it on the head.
Yeah, I agree with what y'all saying. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
motivation is fueled by emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Discipline is something that you do regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it's a lot of motherfucking niggas who motivated that ain't disciplined. So I mean, that's why it's kind of goes hand in hand, but they still two separate entities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever watch a goddamn motivational speaking video and got so hyped from that shit, and then like an hour later or a day or two later, you just like you back to your regular schedule. Yeah, you go to church.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if those motivational speaker videos be working for me. Like,
No?
I be feeling the same.
It gotta be the right person speaking to you. For me, I ain't gonna lie, like.
I think I'd rather hear from somebody I know
Mm-hmm.
than like a random ass nigga, because I'm just like, oh, I don't even know this nigga just chatting to me.
Yeah, like saying the same thing that everybody else is saying.
I would say not to have that mentality, because it's like, well, damn, like he actually could be saying something real, and just you really not listening, you really not hearing him out.
Not talking to me, you funny.
Cause I mean, for me, like you know, I'm real big on like Derek Grace and like his movement, and one of the main reasons why I'm really into his shit is because like I really watched him like from the beginning, like doing what he do. So like, and it was for when he's. It's different when you watching somebody do that shit and they're doing what they're speaking. So it's like that. It kind of hit a little different. And then like I said, for me, I watched him like be a nigga in the hood that's just teaching hood niggas like certain shit, and then I watched him get rich off of the shit he was trying to teach people. And now he got all type of classes and all that shit. But like for me, I've been following him since before he even had that.
Yeah.
So it's like it all depends on who you listening to or who you watching. Some people be full of shit, and some people are actual scam artists to where like they make their money off of people just paying to hear them talk. Like they not really doing nothing. They like literally all they doing is motivating people.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people that's out here like that. Like that just. You paying for these seminars to go and they talking, yeah, go get it. And in actuality, like, that's the money that they making from
Exactly.
They making the money from the speaking engagement. So.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And honestly, bro, I feel like that's what I love about our podcast, bro. What we doing, like as far as being real where we at in our lives, you know. And people that are tuning in, I feel like they're gonna be able to relate to us. Like we're not trying to say it and like, yeah, like you know, at 26, you need to have a car, a house, and a beautiful wife or husband, whoever you are. You know what I'm saying? That family. It's just like, nah, like we don't got that shit. So like this is what
Live
we
your fucking life.
just live your life.
Please.
But like, Liz, don't be out here trying to. Yeah, that's what. Don't be out here. Like you said, selling dreams. Like,
Yeah, don't be fronting no shit.
yeah. Real shit. Everybody do say fake it till you make it, and I guess that's what manifestation is. Like, you know, believing that you're already in this space at the moment. But I feel like you should have to. Not have to necessarily.
I feel like it's just a balance.
Yeah.
I think when you walking,
Yeah.
like walking in your path,
Yeah.
like walking in your path, that's what quote unquote fake it until you make it is. I don't like to use that term fake it till you make it because like for most people that I've seen in that space, they wasn't faking it. Like they was literally like when you walking in your path, like perfect example, like for me, like I like the way that I like to dress, the way that I carry myself. Like I know I'm not where I want to be financially, but I know I need to look a certain way. I need to look the part when I go out. It ain't even that I'm trying to like impress someone from like a insecure space to where like I have to put on this costume. Like no, this is G. Like this is like you can go to my baby pictures and see that even when I was 2 years old, like
Just how you
I
was.
Listen, I'm inspired from like the shit that I was around. And you see the people that was around me, I'm literally a derivative of them. So it's like I said, when you walking in your path, that shit gonna be like that. And you know what they say about money? All they do is magnify who you already is.
Exactly.
Like it ain't like the money don't change you. The money just literally whoever you are, that shit magnified. So if you was an asshole, you gonna be a big asshole.
Big
with that money.
asshole,
Like,
that
you,
shit, bro.
you bad with money, you gonna be real bad with money now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just how it is.
That goes in with the point of like it's your behavior, what you have right now, like that ain't gonna change when you get the bigger change in your pocket. Like that shit gonna still be the same. It's gonna be that times 10. So if you bad with the weekend storm, you gonna be even worse.
Yeah. And it's like it's best to check yourself now because like I said, all the money will do is magnify who you is. So once you get on top of like your bad habits, when you not where you want to be, when you do get where you want to be, your discipline is gonna keep you in check. But if you never check that, if you wind up getting it and you not mentally in the right place, like it can be a very detrimental thing.
No, facts, bro, 100%. All right, so what practical strategies can listeners implement to cultivate discipline in their daily routines?
Well, for one, setting an alarm and writing everything down. That's off the rip.
Like straight up, I feel like with that, like getting prepared the night before. You know, when you say writing shit down, I feel like preparation the night before, like write down what you plan to do or go over what you plan. If you've written shit down for the week and it's the next day, like go over what you plan for the week. I mean, for the next day. You know,
I've seen people even like make it on their notes app and then make it their lock screen. Because you know you're always in your phone, so every time you see your phone, that shit is just literally right in your face. I might go off on a tangent with that one, bro. Because that lock screen definitely doing a lot for your journey. Because I know, like for our dad, bro, like, hey, bro, he used to have the BMW i8 on his lock screen. He was driving. What did he have at the time? Like he had just a regular BMW, right? I think so.
But I mean, he just didn't have the i8 or the R8 at the time. He used to have the i8 on his lock screen. Used to see that every single day, and eventually got that bit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, if you want to use that as a tool for being disciplined, like you seeing what you're working towards every single day, like you staying locked in. I feel like a good way just to like start having discipline on a daily basis is, you know what I'm saying, getting prepared the night before. You know, as far as, I mean, simply iron your clothes the night before for what you're gonna be doing the next day. Like having that shit like already done, so all you have to do is throw that bit on the next. That can help, you know what I'm saying?
Stay ready so you gotta get ready.
Exactly. You know, G said write things down. You know, like write down or go over what you about to. If you wrote things down already, go over what you about to be doing the next day. So it's already in your mind the night before. So when you wake up, it's just easy. You're just like, okay, like it's just a checklist that you're knocking out throughout the day. You know, another thing you could probably do as far as having strategies. honestly, just I would say maybe also have an accountability partner.
I like that. I definitely feel like I'm one of those people where, yes, I take my accountability for my own actions, but I also like for somebody else to be like, hey, you said you were gonna do this. What happened? You know? And that makes me get on myself like, damn, I did say I was gonna do that. Like, I gotta get my shit together. So I like the accountability partner idea. I definitely feel like you should always have people in your circle that are encouraging you. You know, and a lot of times, a lot of people do be like, move in silence, or like don't say it until it comes true or whatever. But sometimes you need the support of your team in order to make it come true. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go alone, but you're gonna be getting there. You feel me? Like what they say? You can go fast alone, but you can go farther with a team. Real shit though. So.
And honestly, I think like I feel like you can still move in silence even when you kind of share with like select few people.
You know what I'm saying? With others, like outside of your circle,
like
you keep on to share with.
Exactly. I feel like if you keep it locked in within your group, like you know these people are not gonna say nothing, repeat anything to anybody. Like yeah, you can still just like do something as your accountability partner. You know what I'm saying?
I would say you can break down your goals into smaller steps. So like say you have one main goal and then you take your time and figure out what are the steps that you need. Like you said, you know what you need to do to get there. So break it down and celebrate every time that you accomplish it. Because if you celebrate, then that's releasing what, endorphins, I think that's what it is. And it's making you, want you to keep doing it again, so that way you can feel that way again, like be happy about the little things. Because once the big thing get here, you're gonna be like, oh shit. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Major milestone.
Yeah.
No, I think with that point too, like, setting maybe alarms or reminders throughout the day, so you doing, okay, this time you need to be working on this, and during this time you need to be working on, something else. Like setting set blockades throughout your day, so that when the reminder comes, it's like, okay, I need to be disciplined and focus on this, because like you said, doing the small little things and work towards the bigger goals. Like, I don't know, this time I'm gonna set aside editing videos and everything, like maybe for 30 minutes, an hour. And the big goal with that is to make sure the whole video is complete, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's basically like discipline, I feel like it's just another way of just being locked in. That is really what it is. Like,
and I also feel like, I've seen this on the internet, but I feel like I've been told it before too. If it takes less than 2 minutes to do it, just do it right away. Like, don't push it off and be like, oh, I can do it a little later. Like, no, it's literally gonna take you less than 5 minutes to do it. Just get it done. Yeah. And that way you can do something else that you thought you was gonna do later. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you never know.
I feel like that helps build momentum. Like, I feel like when you start doing things like that, instead of pushing on to the next day or something, like, it's like, okay, I'll accomplish what else can I accomplish,
Yeah.
And start just being, instead of when you put up the next day, it's like, dang, like, now you drag everything. So.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very disciplined person. Like, that is something that I'm working on, and I feel like I've been saying that since we first started fucking podcasting, honestly. But I feel like life is a work in progress, and I am still growing as a person. I'm learning as an adult. I feel like I have been, I don't want to say necessarily sheltered, but like I've been provided for. Like, I've had somebody tell me how to be disciplined instead of, and I just did it because I was being told to type shit. So I need to learn some self-discipline, and that's something that I have been continuously working on. I feel like it's a never-ending, it's something that you could always work on, like, in yourself. Like, yeah, you can be disciplined, but there are also ways that you can be more disciplined. You feel me? So.
Now, I feel exactly coming from the point. I want to share something with you guys to go along the same lines what you were saying, TT. I might misquote this because I only watched it one time, but it made so much sense when I heard it. But I'm gonna just try to break it down the best way possible. But basically, like, I was watching 19 Keys. Y'all heard of him?
Yeah.
19 Keys, yeah. Like, and he was talking about, like, I can't remember the terms he was saying, but he mentioned, like, when you operate in life, and really you operate in life in like a bubble. Like, you haven't necessarily, in other words, grew from the attachment of home, and you're constantly moving in an adolescent mindset because reality truly hasn't set in for you to realize, okay, now you, like, you know, like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying, you really gotta like do shit and make sure shit happen. Like, I'm trying to see how he best explained it, but
Now I understand that,
Yeah.
what you're saying in a sense, and I feel like that's that transition where you're like 18 to 20. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're transitioning from that adolescent stage into becoming an adult, and you know, trying to learn how to function. And I feel like I have had reality set in for me a couple of times, but I feel like it haven't knocked me on my ass hard enough in order for me to be, you know, real structured. I feel like a lot of times I just go with the flow. Like, I feel like I said this before. If I don't got shit to do, I won't do shit. And that's my problem because there's always something to fucking do. So.
That's when you say like even though you might like go through that phase, not just you, but like just individuals in general, like not go through that from 18 to 20 something. A lot of people in the world never shake that bubble. You know, they and with that bubble, it's not necessary that you don't be great in life. Like, you can still have a good job, you know, pay your bills, and you're just doing good in life. So you're not necessarily in that bubble. It's more along the lines of like, you know what you was destined for, you know what you wanted to accomplish and who you wanted to be in life, but you didn't achieve that. Because it's like
selling yourself short.
Yeah. Because you, in a way, you was too afraid to take life on grab them by the horns and taking life on, because a lot of times we look at like, you know, you have all this potential inside of you, but now it's like executed. But because that, I gotta watch that video again, so maybe I can talk a little bit more about it next podcast episode.
I would say maybe you can link it below so that they can go watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely dropping a link below for y'all, man, so y'all can check out that video. But he really kind of shine light on that perspective, and it's like, and it goes when you said that like you haven't, you know what I'm saying, life hasn't hit you hard enough to where you phone your butt, and like you're like, damn, like.
No, I done fell on my ass a couple of times, but I feel like I've always been able to bounce back and keep going. Like, it's never been a point where I'm like, okay, damn, like I'm never coming back from this type shit. You feel me? Like something gotta completely change because I'm never coming back from this. Like I feel like I haven't been to that point. I don't want to get to that point. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I mean, that shit build character.
I ain't gonna lie, it feels so
good. Honestly, like what bro was saying, like honestly, some people never even experience that, and it's like with certain people that when you get around them and you hear how they talk and just how they look at life, you can tell like life has never like been right here in their face, and like they had to make this decision or this decision that determined like how they was gonna move forward. Like
they kind of
experience real life for real.
They kind of always plays things safe, like, you know, kind of just went through life. What was the easiest way, and you know, just deal with it.
That's really gonna suck for them if some shit ever happens to them. Because like when now you're grown as fuck and you have no idea what to do now. Because you're like,
you know them passive aggressive.
like falling apart.
They never want conflict. They just yes men. Like them the type of people I want. And you see them, it's like, man, they really not living. And like you said, sometimes they can be successful in the quote unquote terms of the world. Like they can have a good job, great paying job, but it's like, damn, like they not really living. Like you feel me? They could be traveling all over the world and still not living, bro. Like
Exactly.
That should be like that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They know what they were supposed to like accomplish. Like they know that like, okay, then like I said I was gonna be like some type of entertainer or like, you know, whatever they was looking to do in life. It's like they just didn't go forward. They're like, you know what, I'm just gonna take this desk job. There's nothing wrong with taking a 9 to 5, but it's just like you're not applying yourself for your true potential. You know what I'm saying?
Or trying to reach your full potential.
So do you think it takes discipline to apply yourself, or you feel like?
So that's when to go with G's point when he was talking about like some people being passive, not wanting to not want to conflict, like the discipline. On the path of discipline, there's gonna be conflict. There's gonna be that's inevitable because it's gonna reach a point where like you're gonna be disciplined with trying to do something, and it's gonna be pulling away from somebody or something that needs you. Somebody wants your attention and your time, and you gotta make a decision. Do I, you know, entertain this person, go be there for this person, or I stay focused on my purpose and be disciplined with my purpose? And you know, a lot of people, they choose, that's when it goes with the yes man, you know what I'm saying? They say yes to that, and now they pull away from their discipline, they pull away from their purpose. Instead of being disciplined and locked in with their purpose, they're like, okay, let me just squeeze in and they set the work, and then that's how you get caught up in the loop of like, being all over the place, you know what I'm saying?
When you say purpose, are you talking more so like something you want to do like career-wise, or?
The purpose that you set for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you see, like, who is what type of person do you see yourself becoming, and what type of person do you see yourself, what type of things do you see yourself accomplishing?
I think people also struggle with like fear of failure. I mean, I know I have when it comes to like trying to stay focused on my purpose, or you know, if it's something I'm chasing or trying to do or trying to achieve. I do sometimes have that fear of failure in the back of my head, like damn, like what if I put in all this work and shit still doesn't go my way, or this is not what I wanted. And then I really don't have like a good advice to, you know, not have no fucking fear of failure because I'm human.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like that's normal. Like everybody's gonna have that in the back of their head. It's more so, what are you gonna do with that fear? Are you gonna, you know, overcome it?
Let it come
or are you
in.
gonna let that shit control you?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share this, and I'm probably gonna let D take over. This is always his point. Like, I think with that, bro, it's like knowing your why. Like at the end, when you reach those points where like you're scared of failing, and you know you're scared of kind of like what this might happen or everything like that. But you go back to like your why. You know what I'm saying? Like it keeps you going. You know, it keeps you grounded.
And keep you focused. Like there shouldn't be no sense of failure if you like, or if you're going after your why and you sticking to your why at all times. Like there shouldn't be no sense of failure.
Cause I feel like failure means at least you're trying. Like
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to learn from something.
Yeah.
How you know you really like on your purpose, and how you know that you really like doing shit in life, and like the world coming after your ass. And everybody on your neck, like you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. Why you change? Why if you're not hearing that, you ain't doing something right.
Like the universe gonna let you know if you're walking in your correct purpose. Like the universe will let you know, and then it's like I feel like when you're going against what the universe has for you, you run into a lot of bad situations, or you run into just comfortability where it's like it's cool and you don't want no more. You know, and it's like now when you following that, when you chasing your why, you going after what you know your true purpose is. You're gonna always wake up with a goal in mind. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I definitely understand where you're coming from with that, bro. Like, I mean, I feel like as human beings, like we're built to like progress and to grow in life. Like I feel like we are built to like, whether it's depending on the person, their pace, whatever, like how fast you grow as an individual. Like we're designed to continue to grow and to prosper and to evolve. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're not moving your purpose, like if you're not like applying yourself, if you're not going against the grain, then like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's when like just kind of like do some fuck shit on you. It's like now that's when you kind of run into like, that's when you run into just, because at the end of the day, like you may be successful, you may be feeling like, okay, I'm making good money and everything like that. But if you know that what you was destined to be, you know what your original dreams in life were, that's always gonna get you up years later. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always have that regret in the back of your mind. Like I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have what if I would have, you know, applied myself more than when I was working towards 20 years ago, where would I be then? That's always gonna be in your mind. That's always gonna just beat you up. And until you're never too old to apply yourself. Later you could be 40, 50 years old and I don't know, become an actor. That don't mean, you know what I'm saying? Like age don't stop you from being great. Like that's what I said earlier, like it's your pace. Like everybody has a different pace on how they grow and how they develop and evolve. So it's just like, hey, what do you want to do in life? What do you want out of life? All right, bro, I appreciate y'all tuning in to today's podcast episode. Y'all make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna drop all our social medias below. Y'all make sure that y'all also listen to Gangsta's Anomaly, man, by King Jeezy, man, on all platforms. I'm gonna drop all the information below as well.
So we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor today, Be for Life. Thank you for sponsoring our podcast. Be for Life is a wellness brand that basically tries to empower you to be your better self, to do better things, to be better. Be for life, better for life. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all want to know more information, we're gonna link everything down below. So make sure y'all check it out.
Again, I appreciate y'all listening to the podcast episode. Peace.
Love.